So just to give you a little introduction as to what South Asians for Palestine is, it's a coalition of a few organizations, and it's an initiative to draw on the unique strengths of our collective anti-colonial histories and connect current struggles. Ours is a rich history of solidarity, and we recognize ongoing oppression taking place, many of them enabled by the same corporations that oppress Palestinians. Whilst we believe that it is vital to draw upon these parallels, we acknowledge that it will not be feasible to mention every single issue at every one of our events. It's worth noting that South Asian, for us, is a shorthand for radical politics, rather than simply a place. We do not seek to represent all ethnicities or nations that come under the banner of South Asian, or to serve as any representative body of South Asians in Britain. We hope that this can be a beginning of a new wave of South Asian solidarity for Palestine in Britain that has the longevity to support the long-term demand to achieve this. Now for our second teaching, we're covering political prisoners, and we've named our event "They Cannot Extinguish Our Moon," after a line from Faiz Ahmed Faiz, A Prison Evening. Faiz Ahmed Faiz was a leftist and anti-imperialist poet and author of Punjabi and Urdu literature, and is claimed by progressive movements across South Asia. He was imprisoned in 1951 by General Ayub Khan, during which he was kept in solitary confinement for 4 years. In 1977, he was forced into exile from Pakistan and went to Beirut, Lebanon. It was in Beirut that he met with Palestinian figures such as Abu Said and Yasser Arafat, and it is these connections between South Asia and Palestine we wanted to continue to draw attention to. Now I'll just introduce Kalpana Wilson, who's going to read a translation of an extract of that poem that I mentioned earlier.
Thank you, Dhruv. So this is an extract from the poem by Faiz, A Prison Evening. Night descends on a spiral staircase of evening stars. A breeze passes by as tenderly as if someone had said a loving word. The countryless trees of the prison courtyard are absorbed in drawing pictures and patterns on a shirt front of sky. My mind continually says to my heart, so sweet is life at this very moment, that those who prepare the poisons of cruelty cannot be victorious today or tomorrow. So what if they manage to put out the candles in the places where lovers meet? Let us see if they can ever extinguish the moon.
So the reason why we've decided to do a teaching on political prisoners is because the Palestinians' resistance demands beyond a ceasefire include lifting the siege on Gaza, releasing all Palestinian political prisoners, ending the occupation, and ending Western complicity in Zionism. Political prisoners are an integral part of the Palestinian liberation movement and historically have been a symbol of unity. Imprisoned leaders and members of various Palestinian resistance factions become unified when struggling for their collective demands. Imprisonment is used as a tool to punish those who resist settler colonialism and to collectively punish them. Israel currently holds more than 7,000 Palestinians in prison. The majority have never been convicted of a crime, including more than 2,000 of them are being held in administrative detention, in which the Israeli military detains a person without charge or trial. Such detention can be renewed indefinitely based on secret information which the detainee is not allowed to see. Those convicted of a crime are convicted of crimes related to resisting the occupation. Whilst we saw 240 prisoners released in December through negotiations of a temporary ceasefire, we know many more have since been arrested, and in many cases, those prisoners that were released have subsequently been re-arrested. The release of all prisoners is a key demand we must seek when speaking about a free Palestine or in the conversations about a ceasefire. Political imprisonment is of course not unique to Israel, and our speakers today will be speaking about not only political prisoners in Palestine, but political prisoners in various parts of South Asia. We hope that today's teaching allows us to collectively think about ways in which imprisonment and associated methods of repression are used to thwart liberation movements, and how we can collectively support our prisoners.